Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is the final instalment in our Scottish road trip. We're heading back down from the Isle of Skye for this video and we're stopping at Eilean Donan Castle. It's a great spot and I'll show you a great photo on screen next. So here you can see the start of our journey that led down from the ferry pools on Skye to Eilean Donan. It takes about 2 hours to get there and the scenery was spectacular. You can ride roads like this all day and it never gets boring. Lovely start to the morning. It was about 6 AM when we left and we just headed down enjoying a bit of the sunshine and worked our way over to the castle. It's the first time I've stayed at the Eilean Donan viewpoint to take a shot. I normally drop by the roadside, and at first I felt like I was too far away, but it actually makes a really nice wide field shot. So I would recommend you try the viewpoint. So for Eilean Donan Castle, we were shooting with the 15-35. We did zoom it right into 35mm, so it was still a wide shot as you can see, but we were at the long end of that lens. Our ISO was dropped down to low L, which is 50, because it was a very bright day. The aperture was at 5.6, which gave us a crisp, sharp image across the frame, and our shutter speed was up at 1/320th of a second for a well-exposed shot. Subject to detect was set to none, and we were electronic shutter with single shot shooting. And that's it for settings. So this is the Quiraing on Skye, which I rode through on the way back down. I did a loop of Skye before heading to Eilean Donan. We went past the Kilt Rock, which is a little waterfall that goes straight off into the sea. That's quite a nice place to stop off. And then down past the Old Man of Store through Portree, one of the major towns on Skye. And it is spectacular all the way. And on the way back, we also took in the Glen Coe. This is from the Three Sisters viewpoint. It's worth taking that in if you can as well. So, Eilean Donan Castle. I didn't like this spot when I got there. I thought it's too far away and it doesn't show the bridge. There's a nice bridge you can view from the road sideways on. But then I got up there and I had a look through the camera and I thought, actually, that's a really nice shot. This is going to have a very, very light touch, this one. The first thing I'm going to do is check the level because it doesn't feel like it's a level shot. It's not. So if you look at the sea line, it isn't quite level. It's rising up to the right as we go along. So I'm going to rotate that by 1/2 degree clockwise, which is image rotation arbitrary, and I've just done 0.5 of a degree, and that is perfect. Okay. Then we'll crop in to lose the white bits we've just introduced by rotating the image. Okay, so that's the widest shot we can have. And I probably will leave this that wide. 2 reasons. One, it's nice to have the natural framing of this foliage. And the other is you get to see all the wonderful scenery in the background. These mountains just keep on going. It's absolutely fabulous up there. So we'll go for shadows and highlights next. And we're probably just going to bump the shadows a little bit. 4%, I think. And highlights, I don't really want to take those down at all, actually. So we'll leave that as is. Vibrance and saturation is already good. The castle itself is quite well defined. I can lose the people on the bridge, but I don't really feel like I need to. I'll duplicate a layer and quickly take them out and see what it looks like. So it's just a case of using the clone stamp tool. We'll need a smallish brush. So 40 pixels will do. And then just take a bit of the path. Hold Alt and click, and then just continue it on. Okay, so there's all the people removed. If we zoom in, you can see the difference. So it probably is slightly better with them removed. We'll leave them out. So looking at that, it's it's a lovely picture. I think it's a little bit dark. If we pull up a histogram, Control L for levels, you'll see there's more weighting on this left-hand side because it's a dark image. Whereas if it was a really bright image, it would go the other way. So we probably will brighten the bottom end. So Control M to bring up curves, and you can see the histogram in the background here. And if we just pull up the bottom, okay, I think I prefer that, and then duplicate that layer. With the crop, I think I'll just do a little border around the whole image, so bring it all in a little bit. I still want to keep all of that shrubbery and the mountains and just bring us a little bit closer to the castle. I think that is all I'm going to do to that image. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini-series, guys. The trip up to Scotland was absolutely fantastic, and there were some superb things to see there. If you haven't been up there, I strongly recommend you pay a visit. If you've liked the content, please do like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.